Hello everybody, this is Frank Bob here and welcome to race number 6 of the 2020-21 NROL Goldfish Truck Series season. This is the VP Racing Fuels 200 at the New Smyrna Speedway. This series is yet to disappoint and we come to another short track where the racing is always great. And since this is a short track, only a limited number of drivers can race. For this track, that limit has been capped at 24, so some drivers will have to go home early. With that being said, here's the event format. We'll start with 4 heat races. In each one, the bottom 4 finishers will go to the C main, the middle 4 finishers will go to the B main, and the top 4 finishers will advance straight to the A main. The winner of each heat race will earn 5 championship points. Once the races are done, we will then run the C main. The top 4 finishers in the C main will advance to the B main, and the winner will earn 1 championship point. Then will come the B main, where the top 8 finishers will advance to the A main, and the winner of that race will earn 3 championship points. Then the main event will commence. So with that being said, let's begin. Here we go, free race number 1 at the New Smyrna Speedway. So starting the pole for this one is Paul Jackson, alongside him. Second is John Nemechek. Third is Christian Ekes. Fourth is Chase Dunbar. Fifth is Chase Purdy. Sixth is Logan Cole. Seventh is Ben Rhodes. Eighth is Angelica Rush. Ninth is Zane Smith. 10th is Cody Equivalent. 11th is Cody Robow. And 12th is Corey Roper. Alright. So racing race of the day at New Smyrna, or first of the night in this case. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this turns out, although we kind of already got a taste of what we're in for from the special edition race. Although, of course, this race, there's still something special about this race, but this race is elevated by the fact that points are now on the line. This isn't just for fun race anymore. This is important. So, let's do this. So pace truck is off. And green flag is in the air. We're underway for race number 1 at New Smyrna. Paul Jackson getting out to a bit of a lead already. We're seeing some similar things from what we saw at Five Flag Speedway. There was also another short track. Although this short track is a pretty different one from Five Flag Speedway. Christian Ekes is now getting his way around these guys. Now up to second. Logan Cole falling back a little bit. Christian Ekes looking for a way around Paul Jackson. This is just to get into the A main. One thing I should have mentioned in the Five Flag Speedway race is that you also earn bonus points for winning the heat races. So Christian Ekes is now in the lead. Yeah, Christian Ekes has been the best driver this season, so some points would really help him out here. Although Logan Cole not giving up. Logan Cole not backing down. Here he comes into second. He's got other guys behind him trying to catch up to him. Also, just realized I forgot to turn back up the graphic settings after the Pensacola race. So I'll make sure to do that for the next heat race. I see Dunbar trying to get around Logan Cole. Oh, I did change that. Whatever, I'll figure it out in a bit. But anyway, Chase Dunbar now trying to take the lead. And there he is in first. Cody Equivalent in a second. They're touching, they're making contact. Argy-bargy occurring here at New Smyrna, but so far, we are clean. Cody Equivalent has now made quite the daring move up to second. Now he's trying to get the lead on Chase Dunbar. However, Paul Jackson is not giving up. He's going to put the bumper to him. Angelica Rush getting involved into this battle as well. Angelica Rush has had a pretty good season so far, and she wants to keep up the momentum. And right now, she is actually safe inside the transfer zone to make it straight to the A main. Although she might want a little bit more. She's trying to get past Paul Jackson. Paul Jackson, though, trying to get past Chase Dunbar. Very dangerous stuff going on as Angelica Rush still trying her hardest. And he's going to try to go underneath Logan Paul Jackson. 2 laps to go. We were in this first heat race as Angelica Rush is trying to push her way to the front. Here she goes underneath Paul Jackson. Oh man, almost kind of was made, but we're saved. Although, here comes Zane Smith trying to spoil the party. 1 lap to go here is number 1. Zane Smith trying to spoil the party for the lead, but Angelica Rush doesn't want to give up. She's trying to take the lead, but Zane Smith is not giving up. Final corner. This is gonna come down to the wire here, and Zane Smith gonna get the last shot as Angelica Rush into the wall, and Zane Smith will win heat race number 1 at the New Smyrna. I can't talk anymore. Wow! Did you see that? On the final corner, they were all getting so excited but these couldn't contain themselves. And Zane Smith wins heat race number 1 at New Smyrna. And Angelica Rush, she had a shot to win the race. And then she blew it. What happened here? Let's have a closer look. He actually gets into Paul Jackson right here on the final corner. Oh, Zane Smith actually. I think he rubbed into these guys as well. So let's get a view from the far chase camera. Actually, it looks like, did Zane Smith make contact? A little bit. No, yeah, I think Angelica was trying to avoid Zane Smith. She instead plows it into the outside wall. Chase Dunbar getting involved as well. Paul Jackson makes it through clean, but Angelica Rush, after all that, she's actually going to screw over a few of these guys. And as a result, is going to come across line last. Wow, so all that to try to fast track to the A main. She instead finishes dead last, and we'll have to start from scratch in the C main. She's got a lot of work to do tonight now. But Zane Smith in a last lap pass will win heat race number 1. So let's give you your finishing grid. And Zane Smith coming with the win with Johnny Tech coming up 2nd, Paul Jackson 3rd, Chase Purdy 4th, Chase Dunbar 5th, Logan Cole 6th, Cody Robaugh 7th, Corey Roper 8th, Cody Quigley 9th, Ben Rose 10th, Christian Neck 11th, and Angelica Rush in last. So this is who's going to make it into the A main. I'm pretty sure the top is going to make the A main, although I actually had forgotten who's going to make it into which race. But this is pretty much this is basically whatever. You get the finishing idea. So with that said, let's begin heat race number 2. All right, time for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole for this one is Gaitlin Downey. Alongside 2nd is Christian Vargas. 3rd is Ross Sustain. 4th is Austin Hill. 5th is Derek Krause. 6th is Tyler Ankrum. 7th is Spencer Davis. 8th is Zachary DeLillo. 9th is Stuart Friesen. 10th is Tim Veens. And 11th is Tate Fogelman. Okay, so here we are, rolling off. I did check the graphic settings, and it turns out I did have them on the highest level, so I guess that's just how the track works, I guess. So we'll have to put up with it. And now I remember the re-event format. I explained in the intro, but just want to make sure I get it straight for the sake of commentating. So top 4 make it to the A main, middle 4 make it to the B main, and the bottom 4 make it to go to the C main. So that's the way this game is going to work tonight. So, after a very exciting heat race number 1, let's now begin the 2nd heat race of the day, and green flag is in the air once again. Or green flag is in the air, whatever, you get the point. So, Gaitlin Downey are going up to the lead, Ross Stain trying to get in here as well, and Chastain, yes. Chastain has had a horrendous season in the Siemens Nationals, wants to get some practice, because of course, there is a Siemens Nationals race here tomorrow, so Ross Stain trying to learn what he can today. And you've got already dives to the lead. Alright. This is great racing. And now, Christian Vargas trying to get to the rear end of Ross Chastain. Chastain gonna get in front of him, and Chastain, though, keeping the lead in the race. Oh, Christian Vargas not giving up, though. Christian Vargas and Tyler Ankrum as well getting into these guys. Oh, man. Very tight. Very tight indeed. Tyler Ankrum, though, getting into the action. And here's Zachary DeLillo getting into these guys as well. It looks like they're going to 3 wide for the lead. And Tyler Ankrum going to try to get the spot here, but I still got Zachary DeLillo who's inside. Zachary DeLillo not giving up yet. And Zachary DeLillo looks like he might have the lead here. Tyler Ankrum still there, though. But it looks like Zachary DeLillo now has the lead in their race, but Ross Sustain already fighting back on the inside lane. Ross Sustain now attempting to make the pass. And he does, rushing back to the lead. Stuart Friesen, though, also trying to get a piece of these guys. Yep, Friesen trying to go to the inside. 4 laps to go. And Friesen now to the inside of Chastain, and now they're going 3 wide for 2nd. Is a crazy battle back there. Yeah, a lot can happen in 10 laps at this track. But Stuart Friesen leads them off for now. 3 laps to go. Stuart Friesen not backing down. But neither is the other guys behind him. Tate Fogelman trying to get a piece of these guys. As Christian Vargas now going deep. 2 laps to go. Christian Vargas trying to get around Stuart Friesen. Ooh, a little bit of contact made there, but we're still clean. Tate Fogelman getting involved as well. Tate Fogelman, however, I don't usually speak about. He's up here. And here he is. One more lap to go. Man, one of these guys gonna get 5 championship points. Unless it's Chastain who's gonna go all the way to the inside, and Ross Chastain. Here he goes with the bold move to the inside. And Ross Chastain will make a last lap pass to win Heat Race number 2. Alright. So Chastain, I did say was up for points. However, Chastain is only a part-time driver. So Chastain will not be scoring any points from this race. That's right. So I've decided what we're going to do for this Heat race is that we're going to apply the same logic that we do in a normal race. If the winner of the race is a driver who is not running for points, then no points will be awarded from that race. I debate on it, you know. So the guys that can get points, I've said nope. If the winner of the Heat race is not a points racer, then no points are awarded. So with that in mind, so Ross Chastain wins with T. Fogelman comes second, Spencer Davis third, and Christian Vargas fourth. So those guys will be off to the B main. I mean the A main. However, for the B main is going to be Stuart Friesen, Tyler Ankrum, Derek Carlson, Austin Hill. And finally, the bottom is Tim Veens, Garrett Gatelin Downey, and Zach DeLillo having to go to the C main. So that's Heat race number 2. Let's bring on Heat race number 3. Alright, time for Heat race numero 3 at New Smyrna. Starting the pole for this one is Todd Gill. Alongside second is Jordan Anderson. Third is Brendan Poole. Fourth is Matt Crafton. Fifth is Grant Anfinger. Sixth is Mitchell Collins. Seventh is also myself. Eighth is Brandon Jones. Ninth is Rafael Lassard. 10th is Tanner Gray. And 11th is Jennifer Jo Cobb. So, Ross Chastain is not the only Xfinity regular, or Xfinity, jeez, Siemens National Series regular, as I referenced the actual thing, you know, the real life version of these series. Brandon Jones is here tonight, and he's somehow been better than Ross Chastain in the Siemens Nash Series, yet not by much. So he's decided to take it upon himself to race in tonight's race here in the Truck Series to get some preparations in for. Or get to practice it for tomorrow. And green flag is in the air for Heat race number 3 as Todd Gillen gets off to a flying start. Joey Anderson, though, not giving up. Well, here we go, down the back straightaway. Here comes Brandon Poole up here in the third. I talked about him for a bit in last weekend's race. Or 2 weekends ago, I mean. The last race in the series. As Todd Gillen now with the lead. And the vehicle behind him already getting nuts. As there's a crash. A big crash. It's a very big crash indeed. As we're going to be under caution, I think. Yep, caution is out. Alright, first caution of the night. Yeah, Todd Gillen up. Well, the race back to the line. So let's see what. So you saw in the background there, but let's just see it again in slow motion, just so we can get an idea of what actually happened back there, because the crash looked like it involved Brandon Jones. I was just talking about how Brandon Jones needs to get some practice. And here he is, he's making mistakes. I mean, to be fair, you kind of expect that out of Brandon Jones, but I mean, this is just, I mean, look at this. So Brandon Jones gets caught up on Grant Enfinger and Matt Crafton. It's a pair of ThorSport trucks, and they just turns him into the wall. Like what? And then the guys wind up getting involved as well. Oh, okay. So it's also a bad day now. It's been a bad day for Grant Enfinger and Matt Crafton, although now it's the worst day for Brandon Jones. Wow. Of all drivers to make that mistake, it is Brandon Jones. Again, a regular in the Siemens National Series, coming down to the trucks to get some experience. Well, he's gonna have to do well, unless he makes it through the C main and the B main, he's gonna have the most racing of anyone to do of the Siemens Nationals, because Chastain, lucky for him, fast track straight to the A main, but Brandon Jones, he's got some work to do now. Meanwhile, looks like Matt Crafton's on the pit road as well. And unless he can fix him in time, he's gonna have to just settle for the C main. Oh, here he comes. So Matt Crafton back on our track, although he's a lap down. All right, come on. Okay, lights aren't going out for some reason on the pace truck. I don't know why that is. I can't fast forward because this field is so small that it would just go. The game would just go into hyperspeed. So unfortunately, I can't fast forward. We're gonna have to put up with these caution laps. But yeah, a very, very bad mistake on Brandon Jones's part. Like if you're coming from an upper division to race in a lower series, the last thing you want to do is make a rookie mistake. Although, to be fair, it is Brandon Jones, who never really got that much truck experience in the first place before going off to the Siemens National Series. And, yeah. Alright, lights should be going out this time. There we go, lights out. So, we will be going green next time by, and we'll have 3 laps to go to the checkered flag. And you don't want to have a caution in these heat races, though, because they're so short. And, unfortunately, there's no ability to not count caution laps on this game. So, if there's a caution, those laps are going to count. Alright, well, at least the field now will have a chance to reset. So let's see what happens in the next few laps. Right, so Todd Gillen on the point, and green flag is back in the air in heat race number 3. Todd Gillen, as the leader usually does, gets off to a flying start. Brendan Poole, though, not giving up. Brendan Poole, for a second race in a row, he wants to be the talk of the day. Oh, he's going to have to be a bit more hasty than that, as Jordan Anderson and Rafael Lessard are going to go underneath him. And now a side-by-side battle for second between the rookie and Anderson as it goes into the wall. Wow, again. No caution though, but that's going to be a costly day for Brendan Poole. Let's see that again real quick. While Jordan Anderson, actually, same thing that happened earlier, happens again. The only reason it's stopped on the racetrack. Is that giving another caution? It is. Wow. Well, that's it then. You saw it for yourself, so let's go back a couple laps. Just see what happened there. So the crash happened. So this is the race here now to get to the, get some bonus points and make it to the game main. So this race is going to be won by Todd Gilland. And of course, it would have been the final lap. Well, it's still the final lap in the race, but it's not going to count because that's it. So that race pretty much ended as soon as it started. But Todd Gilland is your winner, so he's going to get some bonus points as a result of the tomfoolery that happened today in this race, this heat race. So, with that in mind, Todd Gilland wins with Rafael Lessard coming second, also himself and Tanner Gray fourth. So these guys are going to be the ones making it to the game main, and good for Rafael Lessard because after he didn't score a single point in 5 flag speed, well, he's actually going to have a chance to score some points in the A main, so that'll be something. With Jennifer Joe Collins, Grant Finger, and Brandon Poole having to go for the B main. And finally, have Jordan Anderson, Matt Crafton, and Brandon Jones of all drivers having to go for the C main. A very bad day for those guys. Well, I say a bad day for those guys. They still have a chance to turn around. So they're really gonna have to use C main to turn things around. That's the only way they're going to even get to the A main now. And even after they still have to go through the race. Okay, so that's enough of heat race number 3. Time to bring out heat race number 4. And here we go for heat race number 4. So I'm going to pull for this one is Brett Moffitt. Also second is Marshall Burrow. Third is Isaac Nordic. Fourth is Johnny Slaughter. Fifth is William Seaman. Sixth is Bailey Curry. Seventh is Adam Garcia. Eighth is Spencer Boyd. Ninth is Shelly Creed. 10th is Simon Majeski. And 11th is Corbin Forrester. We have seen 3 chaotic heat races so far tonight. So, this one's going to have to be even more chaotic than them all. And yeah, one thing of note, Bailey Curry, number 44, making his first start of the season with Nice Motorsports. It'll be interesting to see how he can do tonight. So, with all that in mind, get the show on the road. And the green flag is back in the air once again. Brett Moffitt with the lead. That's like once again. Going absolutely nuts as we start this race. Brett Moffitt, though, he hasn't had the best season. But he's trying to turn it around tonight as Isaac Nordic now getting into these guys as well. Nordic makes his way around Burrell. And William Seaman falling behind as well. Here comes Isaac Nordic now sticking his nose underneath Brett Moffitt. This is it. Well, this is not it, but this is battling. Duh. Alright, so Isaac Nordic successfully makes his way around Brett Moffitt. But how long can he keep the lead for? William Seaman also trying to get a piece of these guys. He was going 3 wide for 4th, but main focus is going to be on these guys for now. As William Seaman now trying to make his way around Isaac Nordic. And William Seaman to 1st. And Brett Moffitt now going instead of Isaac Nordic, so Brett Moffitt trying to take back the lead. Tommy Jeski game to these guys as well. Tommy Jeski's had a horrendous season so far, trying to save it now and keep his job at Nice Motorsports. As Brett Moffitt though with the lead. Oh, Tommy Jeski makes a little bit of contact with the other guys, and now he's gonna go for the lead. Here he goes. Tommy Jeski, who has had a horrible season so far, is now leading at New Smyrna. He's got 4 more laps to go in the race though, as the field behind him trying to get back up to him, as Adam Garcia trying to get these guys in the crash. That's looking to bring out the caution. However, we're going to focus on here as Adam Garcia going to gain the lead and takes the lead at New Smyrna. And the green flag is still in the air, no caution. We're still going. Johnny Sauter now trying to take the lead, as Sauter now dies beneath Adam Garcia, and Tommy Jeski on the outside trying to keep his position, and Tommy Jeski's not giving up. 2 laps to go. Tommy Jeski, he's got 2 laps to take the lead, and I think he will as he gets to the inside of Johnny Sauter. And Tommy Jeski now to the inside. Alright, he's got 1 more lap to go though. 1 more lap at race number 4. Tommy Jeski's got 1 more lap to keep the lead and get some championship points by winning the first heat race of the day. I mean, the 4th heat race of the day. Although he's got under fire, and there's some serious fire from Spencer Boyd and others. Spencer Boyd makes it to Isaac Nordic. It's going to be 3 wide to the line. And Spencer Boyd just makes it. Wow. How about that? That was insane. Did you see how hard they were battling for the lead? We're gonna have to get a closer look at that in just a moment. That was insane. A 3 wide finish at the end of heat race number 4. Wow, imagine that was the feature race. Well, that's a much longer race. This is of course only a sprint, so. But still, that was quite the crazy finish. So Spencer Boyd just edges out Isaac Nordic and Tommy Jeski to win the race, scores some championship points. However, John Sauter finishing in 4th as well. So those guys are going to make it to the game main, so they might be able to do it again. Meanwhile, you have Brett Moffitt in 5th, Adam Garcia 6th, Sully Creed in 7th, and Bailey Curry in 8th. Those guys have to go to the B main. And then you have Corbin Forrester, William Seaman, who retired because of a crash apparently, and Marshall Burrell in last. So those guys have to go to the B main. So let's actually take a look for a moment and see what happened to William Seaman, because he had a crash. I guess was planning to take him all the race, yet there wasn't a caution. So let's try to see where. Yeah, so he was doing battle with these guys, right? And he gets ran into the wall. And somehow, and brought the caution. Very weird. I definitely would have been a caution, so weird. I had cautions turned on, so yeah, yellow flags are on, so I don't know why the caution didn't come out. I guess I don't know. Whatever. I mean, probably a good thing there wasn't a caution. So, but that means that these guys are going to have to go to the B main, or I mean the C main, and have to really do some hard work tonight. So, speaking of the C main, that wraps up the heat races for tonight. Although, just before we begin, of course, we're going to show you the finishing positions for the thing. But that is all for the heat race for tonight. So let's show you the finish of this race, and then we'll move on to the C main. Okay, so now out of the way, let's now bring on the C-Main. Starting the pole for this one is Marshall Brewer, alongside second is Zachary DeLillo. Third is Matt Crafton. Fourth is William C-Man. Fifth is Brandon Jones. Sixth is Ben Rhodes. Seventh is Jordan Anderson. Eighth is Galen Downey. Ninth is Christian Nekes. 10th is Cody Goodwin. 11th is Tim Beans. 12th is Angelica Rush. And 13th is Corbin Forrester. So the end of the crash this time. There we go. It's not fact. This is actually my second time doing the starting grid, because the first time the game crashed when I just looked to the TV camera. I don't know why that is. I guess the game though is just getting into grips with itself. Because I should mention I'm actually recording this on a different day that I recorded the heat races, because I actually recorded the heat races on a Friday. I'm now recording these races on a Monday. So I guess I've had to restart my computer, and I guess the game is just getting into grips with itself. Anyway, so but whilst the game gets into grips, so let's get into grips into the field. Or let's hope these guys get the green flag is out for the C-Main and New Smyrna. Master Burl already going low and stuff, doing his thing as per usual. This is a very important race, so now is the time to perform. Alright, Mad Crafton trying to go low and do his thing as well, and Mad Crafton going to the bottom lane. He's going to lead the opening lap in the C-Main. Brandon Jones trying to get behind these guys as well. Brandon Jones embarrassingly in the C-Main. He does not want to be embarrassed anymore, and he wants to move on up. Anyway, so Brandon Jones in the meantime is trying to get around Mad Crafton for the position, and he does. Mad Crafton will lose the lead to Brandon Jones, as Brandon Jones now leads at New Smyrna and the C-Main. Galen Downey trying to get up on him as well. And Christian Nick is here too. Christian Nick hasn't had the best season, trying to now save his season. Always at the bottom tier of races that we are hosting today. So he has a bit of work to do. I should say a win in the C-Main is worth 1 championship point. So that 1 point, it may not mean much, but it could go a long way. Although Brandon Jones trying to get back. There's a pair of KBM trucks doing battle as Brandon Jones trying to get back to the lead, but William C-Man not giving up. Oh, Angelica Rush making her way on and up through the field. Brandon Jones leads, but here comes William C-Man in second, and now he's up to first, and I just heard some crashing. I can't see if the cautions come out. Nope, the caution's not out. We are still green. Let's actually see what the damage was back there. Looks like Corbin Forrester, who was... Oh, he got spun. Spun out by Brett Moffat. I mean, Ben Rhodes. The guy that nobody likes. But I guess it wasn't enough to bring out the caution. So Corbin Forrester's day's pretty much done. But for these guys up here, though, they want to continue on as William C-Man still leads, and Kristen Ekes trying to stay up front. Angelica Rush as well, trying to continue her good run in the season. 5 laps to go in the C-Main. Kristen Ekes not backing down, but neither is Angelica Rush. Angelica Rush, she had a great start to fast track to the A-Main through the heat races, but then she was involved in a late race accident. Now all the way back down to the C-Main, trying once again to move on up. But she's doing it. She's made her way past William C-Man, although Marshall Burrell not backing down. 3-1 on the back straightaway. Marshall Burrell not backing down, but neither is Angelica Rush. Contact is being made. Angelica Rush trying to not make the same mistake twice. 3 laps to go in the C-Main. Zach Jalillo getting up here now. Brandon Jones trying to get back up to the field. Chris Nick is under attack, as Marshall Burrell still trying to get underneath him. Ooh, it's tight, it's tight. Zach Jalillo also trying to force the issue. 2 laps to go in the C-Main. Marshall Burrell still not backing down. He takes the lead. Zach Jalillo also trying to keep up. Brandon Jones trying to save his night. Man, here we come. Here comes Zach Jalillo. 1 more lap to go in the C-Main. Oh, I think Angelica Rush is done. And Brandon Jones on the final lap is going to try to make a last lap pass around Zach Jalillo. He's got Ben Rhodes behind him, but Brandon Jones will come on for the final corner to win the C-Main. How about that? Brandon Jones actually won something. And actually, since he's a part-time driver, no points will be awarded in this race. So Brandon Jones not only won the C main, but he's also stolen the championship point from the regulars, despite being the only part-time driver in this race. Alright, so your top 4 are going to make it. So, Brandon Jones, your winner, is going to move on. Of course, I go along with Dr. Jalil in second. Ben Rhodes in third, and Marshall Burrow in fourth. So, Ben Rhodes, who spun out Kamikaze Games' favorite driver of Corbin Forster, he's now in the B main. Kamikaze Games not going to be very happy with that. With Marshall coming in fourth. So, these are your top 4 who are going to progress onto the B main. However, behind them, Christian Nick is coming in 5th, Jordan Anderson is 6th, Angelica Rush in 7th, Matt Kraft in 8th, William Seaman in 9th, Gayla Downey 10th, Tim Meads 11th, Cody Cliff and Corbin Forrester, who came in dead last. They are done for the day. It's unfortunate for Angelica Rush, but she just could not do it in either attempt to make it to whatever main. She's done for the night, so it's a shame. But for the top 4, the night continues. So, let's see how the night continues, and we should bring on the B main. So that was a pretty fun C main, but now it's time to begin the B main. So starting on the pole for this one is Brandon Jones, who just won the C main. Alongside him, second is Brett Moffitt. Third is Tyler Ankrum. Fourth is Austin Hill. Fifth is Stuart Friesen. Sixth is Grant Enfinger. Seventh is Adam Garcia. Eighth is Chase Dunbar. Ninth is Logan Cole. 10th is Derek Krause. 11th is Sheldon Creed. 12th is Marshall Burwell. 13th is Brendan Poole. 14th is Zachary DeLow. 15th is Ben Rhodes. 16th is Cody Robow. 17th is Mitchell Collins. 18th is Jennifer Jo Cobb. 19th is Bailey Curry. And 20th is Corey Rober. Okay, bigger field, bigger race, but still a qualifying race. Of course, 3 championship points are up on the line now. And the top of finishes move on to the A main, the main event itself. So we've already sent some guys home. Now it's time to send even more guys home. So let's do this. Alright, so Brandon Jones is going to leave the field off. And green flag is in the air for the B main. Brandon Jones getting out to a bit of a start. Brett Moffitt is out as well. Man, Brandon Jones had a crazy night tonight. As he'll lead the opening lap, as a pair of the GMS trucks are doing battle with each other. And I think the caution's out. Yep, the caution's already out. Alright. Well, I've been clean for most of the night, but, wow, that didn't take long at all. This is the fastest caution we've had in New Smyrna yet. So what actually happened? Oh, a backstretch crash. Not a good idea to do this now. So Marshall Burrow gets into Derek Krause. And they both spin. In the B main. Yeah. Not the ideal time you want to be doing stuff like that. It is early in the race, though, so there's always time for comebacks. So, we'll line them up and try again. Okay, so let's see how many drivers are going to come down pit road. I don't think any of them are, except for the last 2 guys. Yeah, so that's Derek Krause. Oh, even they're staying out. Okay, then. Alright, the light's not out. But the whole field's still on track. Alright, skip another lap. Okay, we'll skip another lap. Okay, lights staying out for quite a while, despite the fact that everyone's ready to go. Weird game bug. Yeah, sometimes the lights go out when you expect them to, and I can't fast forward, by the way, because the field is so small that we just miss everything. So you're gonna have to bear with me for now. Okay, now the lights are out. Alright. Let's see if we can go without a caution now. For at least a little while. Adjust the screen. I forgot to check that out. Well, in detail anyway. But now we're good. I've had to shut the game off and restart so many times because of just the way that I do these races. You know, these multiple races. Anyway, so Brandon Jones still leads. And green flag is back in the air in the B main. Brandon Jones continues to lead. Now Bird Moffat though trying to get around him. A bit of contact was made there. Bird Moffat though not happy with Brandon Jones' appearance in this race. Trying to beat him. And pick up a few extra championship points. Same goes for the C main. It's not much, but it could go a long way. And Bird Moffat will lead a lap in the B main. Brandon Jones though not giving up. Austin Hill also trying to get up on these guys. Tyler Ankrum, who won the special edition of this race, also trying to get himself into the A main and trying to do it again. Well, this time it'll actually count. Yeah, here comes Tyler Ankrum with Grant Finger on the inside. I should mention the top 8 is going to make it this time, so right now Zach DeLillo is the last truck in the final transfer spot. And Grant Finger though not giving up. Grant Finger throws for drivers. I just saw someone else go to the inside wall again. This keeps happening. It looks like this time they actually saved it. And as I did look, it's tagged by Sheldon Creed. Not the ideal case he wants to be in, as he's in the final spot, but he does at least save it. Here's Chase Dunbar trying to get into the action as well. Well, Sheldon Creed getting tagged with Derek DeLillo has not put him in the final transfer spot. Here comes Logan Cole trying to take the lead, and Brandon Jones moves his way back up the field. As now, Brett Moffat digging underneath him. A little bit of beating and banging as Brandon Jones makes his way back up to the field. Now he's going to take a 3 wide for the lead. And here he goes, Brandon Jones. Now trying to get back up to the front. And he does. And his lap car here across looking rather slow. What was to do with the damage that he got from his spin earlier. Yet we're actually encountering lap traffic in what is supposed to be a qualifying race. This is allowed Austin Hill to get to the lead though, as Brandon Jones is going to get held up by Derek Kraus. That being said, though, as long as Brandon Jones stays in top 8, he'll still make it. Austin Hill not backing down. There's still an incentive to win. And the cars come out again. Well then. 2 cautions in the B main. This is the qualifying race. Oh dear. Backmarker is getting involved. I say backmarkers, these are actually running up here. But then Chase Dunbar gets into it with Grant and a few of these guys, and wow. That's actually both Nintendo trucks getting involved in the same collision. Not something you see every day. So that again from the far chase camera in slow motion. So if Chase Dunbar is getting into it with Grant Enfinger, and then they get into Adam Garcia. While Grant Enfinger makes it through, Brendan Poole gonna get involved. And Corey Roper gonna get a piece of these guys as well. Wow, so we're 6 races in, and that's the first time that the 2 Nintendo trucks have gotten tangled up in the same accident. Alright, well, let's skip forward again. So we'll get restarted soon. So far, right now, your top 8 is Austin Mill, Tyler Ankrum, Zach DeLillo, Ben Rhodes, Brett Moffitt, Logan Cole, Stuart Friesen, and Sheldon Creed. So Creed is the last one in the final transfer spot. Everyone else, however, had a bit of work to do. You know, Brandon Jones, though, not making the A main won't make too much of a difference. That being said, however, it's going to cost him a little bit of seat time, which he could use for racing in tomorrow's Siemens National Series race. That race will actually matter for him. This race, though, Brandon Jones is here for that extra seat time. Although, he probably still wants to get those extra 100 laps under his belt for the A main. But the only way he's going to get those extra laps is if he actually finishes, you know, high enough in this race. So it's still on the pace truck. Are they still going to be out for this time by? Nope, lights are out. Alright. Good. So we'll have 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go to decide who makes it on. So Bailey Curry is the only other part-timer in this race, but at this point, not really going to change anything. So this is Bailey Curry's first race for Nice Motorsports in the year, and I mean, let's see. He ran his heat race. He's ran this race. I think it was also in the C main, though I can't remember. But it looks like he's not going to run much else tonight. So on that note, green flag is back in the air. 2 laps to go in the B main. Austin Hill, though, might set sail here. That top 8 gets a pretty comfortable gap. All except for Grant Enfinger, who's still here. Grant Enfinger trying to make it into the final transfer spot. 1 more lap to go in the B main. The field's already going nuts. And the cars is back out. That's it then. Let's do that final lap again. This was for the race. So Austin Hill stayed on in front for 1 more lap. And that's going to award him the victory in the B main. And Grant Enfinger can't get to the back bumper of Sheldon Creed in time. And will be the first driver to not make it to the B main. Bailey Curry actually got to the top 10. But not good enough. Not good enough. So your top 8 is set. And those will progress to the A main. So now, final thing, let's look at and see what brought the caution. Oh, the back markers again. And Derek Kraus. Oh. Who is a lap down. But he gets into it with Brandon Jones of all drivers. Yeah. Let me watch this. I don't know, Adam Garcia gets involved. Well, the Seattle trucks get involved. Actually, it was the Smithfield Racing truck of Mitchell Collins who got spun around as I forget how to talk. So Mitchell Collins that got involved just spun around. Man, Derek. Oh, and then these guys spin out. Wow, so now both Smithfield Racing trucks get involved in an accident. Wow. Such the life of a short track racer. Well then, there you go. Wait, everyone lapped down for some. Wait, what the heck? Okay, I think that's just a bug. Yeah. So, there you go. So, Austin Hill is going to win that race with each other. Ankrum coming second, Doug DeLillo third, and Ben Rhodes coming up in fourth. Brett Ralph in fifth, Logan Cole sixth, Sheldon Creed seventh, and Stuart Friesen in seventh, and Sheldon Creed in eighth. There it is. That is your top 8, and those guys will progress to the main event. Although, for everyone else, I will Grant Frank with 9th, Bailey Curry 10th, Brandon Jones 11th, Jennifer Jo Cobb 12th, Cody Robot 13th, Marshall Burrow 14th, Brendan Poole 15th, Chase Dunbar 16th, Adam Garcia 17th, Corey Wilbur 18th, Vincent Collins 19th, and Derek Krause in 20th. None of those guys will make it onto the B main, and we'll have to just say goodbye because they're done. It's over for them. But it's not over though for those who made onto the A main. So, let's bring on the main show. This is it. This is the moment that you've all been waiting for. This is the race itself. The reason why you tuned in tonight. This is now the VP Racing Fields 200 at the New Smyrna Speedway. So let's give you a starting grid for this one. Starting the pole for this one is Ross Distinct. Alongside second is Chase Purdy. Third is John Hunter Nemechek. Fourth is Paul Jackson. Fifth is Ben Rhodes. Sixth is Johnny Sauter. Seventh is Austin Hill. Eighth is Todd Gillen. Ninth is Tom Majeski. 10th is Stuart Friesen. 11th is Brett Moffitt. 12th is Stella Ankrum. 13th is Logan Cole. 14th is Spencer Davis. 15th is Sheldon Creed. 16th is Rafael Lassard. 17th is Christian Vargas. 18th is Isaac Nordic. 19th is Zane Smith. 20th is Zachary DeLillo. 21st is Tandy Gray. 22nd is Benson Boyd. 23rd is Tate Fogelman. And 24th is Austin Wayne South. Pretty stacked field tonight. Right, so now with all that qualifying stuff out of the way, we've done heat races, we've done a couple main races, but now we have now successfully set the field for the race itself. This is it. This is the one that really counts. I'm excited for this one. So the two part-timers of Ross Sustain and Chase Purdy will lead the field off, and green flag is in the air for the VP Racing Fields 200. Alright, Tyson getting out to a bit of a lead as I'm checking the field. I'm checking in second as well. Alright, trying to go out to the lead. They're aggressive already. And John Hunter Nemechek takes the lead in this race. Paul Jackson low in second. And Paul Jackson's about to take the lead. Paul Jackson's been searching for another win since the season opener. Yeah. And Paul Jackson now leads at New Smyrna. Austin Hill's well getting up here. Tom Majeski's had a disaster of a season so far, trying to save it now. Side-by-side battle for the lead. There's Austin Hill now getting out to the front. Austin Hill was able to progress to this race with the B main, trying to really make it count now. Here comes Tom Majeski. And the Nice truck trying to get involved. Oh, it's very tight. Here comes Tom Majeski. He's actually about to lead his first laps of his whole career, and the caution is out. Alright. Well, luckily this is a much longer race than what we've already seen tonight, so cautions won't hamper the race too much. So let's see what brought the first caution to the race. Oh, Tyler Ankrum gets spun. Gets into it from the back markers. Yeah. So someone happened right there. As if you look here. Yeah, Tyler Tanner Gray, Spencer Boyd involved as well. But Tiger Money will save his car. And Spencer Boyd getting into a bit of action as well. Still getting into it with Tanner Gray. I mean, if you look here though, he gets spun, or gets slidey. They get to the grass and Eisenberg can't slow up, and they crash to the wall. Wow. So Tanner Gray, Spencer Boyd now with a bit of damage. Well, we made it this far. So the field are going coming down pit road. But this is a long race. This is the entire field coming down pit road now. Let's follow X-Time Majeski. First one off pit road. And X-Time Majeski hasn't been that good in the first 5 races of his tenure at Nice. As Austin about to go back down pit road. Are you kidding me? Well, I guess Austin is broken. Oh dear. Or maybe just had to mess up on pit road or something, I don't know. By the way, we get to do this 3 times over this weekend. Because this is a truck race. We still got the Team Advanced Series race and the Skills Cup Series race. That's I'm really looking forward to those. Oh, Paul Jack's actually a couple guys losing on their hoods. Southern Greek coming back down. Also myself. So Anchor Management's Boyd as well. So you just take Fallman now coming back onto the track. Tom Majeski comes up pit road as well. And very weird pit road situation. I mean, this is New Smyrna, and being a short track, and yeah, pit stops are interesting. I don't know. We didn't really see much of this back in the special edition version of this race, though. Maybe just the first quad came out so early in the race that everyone was just trying to figure themselves out. And Tom Majeski is broken. That's still in the pace truck. And, okay, lights are off. Okay, we're about to do the restart. So some of the field is broken. Or maybe they just haven't figured themselves out. I don't know. Who cares? So John Hunter Nemechek, he's a guy that I've barely spoken about in the truck series. You may remember him from last year in the same as Ganassi. He's ran part-time for Ganassi. He got close to a win on a couple occasions, but as you know this year, full-time in trucks. So, with that in mind, green flag is back in the air at New Smyrna. And he goes Brimhoff again. Trying to take back the lead. Did he ever have the lead in the first place in this race? Anyway. Brimhoff gets it first. We still have a long way to go. Now go 3 wide for second. Almost. Vargas is going to just dive underneath these guys. And he is now up to second. And Zach DeLillo, I think it started on the C main. It's about to now pass way up to the lead. And they spin again. Yep. And they crash again. Wow. Well then, that didn't last very long. So let's see what actually happened there. So it happened back here. Actually, no, start out on the front straightaway. I was just talking about Jordan Nemechek, then he gets caught up on other people's mistakes or something. Like, let's see what happened. So he's just coming over turn 2. And I get to the Brimhoff, he gets to the wall, and then he just gets loose and he can't save his truck. And then he gets ping-ponged by Chase Purdy. And there's no save his truck after that one. Meanwhile, there was even more carnage up here. As now Stuart Friesen gets sent into the wall by Todd Gilliland. And Paul Jackson gets involved as well. Wow. Paul Jackson already had damage. He's going to have even more damage. In fact, that might just be the end of his night. So we're not even 25 laps in and we've already had 2 cautions. I mean, that's about as many. That's how many we had in the B main, though, so I guess that's something. So they come down pit road again. You know, the special edition race was a lot. Well, I said the special edition race was a lot more cleaner. We did have quite a few of these cautions early on in this race, in the race, but then once everyone got figured out, the race was a lot more clean. So Todd Gilliland now being scored with the lead as I hear some crashing because of course. Oh, but I have no idea who got out first, but that could be a little bit, I suppose. And he's gonna go back down pit road again. And so is Brett Moffitt. And quite a few of these guys. So they go down pit road the first time, and they go down pit road again for what? Ben Rhodes. He might be the unpopular guy tonight because, keep in mind, he spun out Corbin Forrester, also to get into the B main. And they successfully made through the B main to make it through to this race. And he did, and keep in mind, he spun out Corbin Forrester to do it all. Like he was not gonna get beaten by an unfunded team. And as a result, not be able to race in the main show. I don't know what's up with the field. Like they come in one lap, then they go down next lap. Come on, guys, make up your mind. Okay, well, let's just fast forward a bit more. Okay, lights on the truck, the pace truck. For reason I'm gonna pull up here. Alright. So let's do this some more. That's it, there's only 24 trucks in this race, so even if you have a bad day, you're still gonna come home with quite a bit of points. Some points. They'll come home with something. Let's be good for Rafael Assard, who didn't even score a single point only a few weeks ago at Five Flag Speedway. But here we go again. Green flag is back in the air in New Smyrna. It's better keep Fogelman though, trying to get the lead. And Fogelman, he's barely done anything this season. Here he is up in first. But to be fair, this is a short track. And the cars are out again. Oh my god. We only just started. Oh, what happened this time? Oh. Yeah, the backstretch collision looks like. Yep, Zainsmith getting tagged by as a Nordic. So pretty minor crash that time. Still gonna have to bring out the caution. Yeah, the boys in the pace truck. They really got that work cut out for him. See, Fogelman started pretty back in the field, is now leading the race. Well, some guys come down for a quick stop. I don't really get that. This doesn't make much sense to me. So now on of his teammate, Spencer Boyd, now in first, who was apparently in 20th at one point. And he go down pit road again. This pit stop doesn't make any sense to me. If we just stop crashing and get some clean laps in, you know. So, we've only ran the Truck Series race here. We did it in a special edition race. I'm doing it again in what is a race that's going to matter for points. But we have not run a Steam Disaster race here or a Cup Series race here. I can't even imagine how those races are going to go. So skip. And skip. Okay. So here's the field now. So I think it's still in this. Not too many. I said not too many. There's still quite a few guys in this race. So let's try this again, shall we? I think it's not going to be for another couple of laps until we can stop crashing and get some clean laps in. So, here we go again. Zach DeLillo on the point this time. And green flag is in the air. Once again. Also himself up here. Also himself another driver that I've barely spoken about this season. And he's trying to go for the lead. And it's happening again. Okay, but we're still going back to the line though, I guess. And they're still spinning. Oh, come on, drivers. Stop crashing. There was nowhere near this many crashes in the special race. I guess no one can behave properly tonight. Yeah, look at this. You know, this front stretch crash. Same stuff again. And they're still wrecking. Wow. Well then, let's try again, I suppose. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like at this point, the field's just going nuts. Can we even get one clean lap in? Or is this going to be a bunch of crashes? You know, there's a reason why I axed certain tracks from the schedule after last season for this season, because there were just so many crashes. And this is just a truck race. We still got 2 more races left in the weekend. Yep. I mean, even Fun Flag Speedway, that race didn't see too many cautions, and those races were so good. I actually forget how many cautions were in the special edition version of this race. That was recorded quite a while ago, actually. And that was recorded back in August. I'm recording this one in late December. And funny enough, we probably won't even see this race until January or February of 2021. Yeah, let's say record these long ways in advance. I hate to keep skipping all these laps, but there's just... Okay, so we're 30 laps into the race. The field at this point is just a complete mess. Alright, let's see how many cleanups... What the heck was that? Let's see how many cleanups we can go this time. I mean, you know what? I remember the special race, there were a lot of qualities at the beginning of the race, but then once we got some clean laps in, we went quite a few clean laps all the way until the checkered flag. I was half expecting this race to be the same thing, so let's try this again. Green flag back in the air in New Smyrna. We're trying to take the lead, but there's quite a few guys in the bottom lane. They're trying to get their laps back, so... Where's the front rows with their laps back? Well, I say that as long as they stay on front. Yeah, I didn't even need to show what happened there. There's a pair of Young's Motorsports trucks. She's pretty as well. Okay, they should at least be back in the lead lap. Not Spencer Boyd. This race is a complete mess. I don't remember this race being this much of a mess back when I did the special edition. But now I come to the actual race that matters, and it's a disaster. Oh, dearie, dearie me. But I recorded these special edition races forever ago, so I don't really know how many cautions we had until we finally got a clean run in. But yeah, back when I did the special edition for it, I've said it a billion times over, but it's just, I'm just kind of shocked. I will be honest. Alright, so yeah, Chase Purdy and Tate Fogelman should get their laps back. I guess now this race has been such a mess that not even the officials can be bothered to put these guys in the right spot. And we're only 37 laps in. Is this going to be the whole rest of the race? I hope not. I'm hoping that the field can get strung out enough to a point where we can go the rest of the race with the, clean laps. Well, I guess to survive to get to the cleaner part of the race, you have to survive the dirtier part of the race. Oh, that's nice. Chase Purdy and Tate Fogelman aren't even gonna ring around. Okay, then. So, Zane Smith is right now being scored as the leader. The two guys in front, they caught up with the pace car, or pace truck, so... Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what those guys do if there is another caution. Which, for once, I'm hoping that there is another caution. Because we can still have 60 laps of good, clean, green flag racing. As long as people can stop crashing. So, green flag back in the air once again. Let's see if we can actually get a clean race in now. I mean, even the heat races weren't that dirty, although then again, I mean the previous races, then again, those races were shorter and had less of a field. This one's got a full house, and 100 laps. Alright, so Zane Smith now pulling out though. So Chase Purdy and Tate Fogelman unable to get their laps back, so Zane Smith pulling them back a lap down. And is now leading at New Smyrna. Everyone's not too far behind though. This is starting to remind me of those legend car races at Seagull Speedway where they just can't drive, and it's caution every single lap until like the last 10 laps to go. This race pretty much has that same feeling. As Ben Rhodes now trying to make his way through the field. Well, it's been a circus of a race so far. It's come down to a thing. Alright, well, it took a little while, but it looks like we're finally getting somewhere. As Ben Rhodes now in a side-by-side battle with Zane Smith. This is what we come to these short tracks for. And Ben Rhodes is going to try to pull ahead of Zane Smith, and looks like he will. Lap traffic still not giving up, though. As there's Tate Fogelman and Chase Purdy is trying to get back on these guys. And here comes a back bar coming up Pit Road now. See, now this is the content that you subscribe for. As Zane Smith is trying to get back underneath Ben Rhodes. Zane Smith, a rookie in the Goldfish Truck Series. And he's back in the lead. Yes. So at this point, with the way this race is shaped up, might come down to these two guys is Ben Rhodes. Now underneath Zane Smith once again. And the car's back out. Well, at least we went a little while without a caution. Gotta give the field credit for at least being able to go 5 laps without a crash. But we're back under caution once again, and this was a pretty big accident. Oh. So all Snow's playing ping pong. Look at that. Of course they crashed. Looks like that again from the far chase camera. First time I've ever really seen ping pong in NROL 2003. And Zane Smith also myself got a piece of guys as well. How did he get involved? Oh, he was there. I don't know if, oh yeah, Tanner Gray. Oh, Johnny Nemechek got involved as well, though. Oh, Nemechek, he was, yeah, okay, so he was just an innocent bystander trying to avoid the wreck. He does get caught up into a little bit of it, but does still survive. Alright, so basically this caution is a result of the drivers playing ping pong. So, we'll line up and try again for attempt number 1000. On the flip side though, we're almost at the halfway point of this race, so that's kind of nice. Even though we don't really have a clear winner. I don't remember, though, the special edition race being this chaotic, but yeah. Oh well. At this point, I can only imagine what the following races this week are going to be like. I'm just staying out this time. It's a lot down though. Okay, so Ben Rhodes actually. Oh, I know. There you go. So, despite the caution, the battle for lead will continue. Thank goodness. Okay, let's still on the pace truck, so let's skip another lap. It's still on the pace truck. Okay. Lights should go out this time. Yep. So yeah, we'll line up and try again. Some of you guys have actually left in this race. Yeah, it's a decent amount as people continue to be on pit road for some reason. So Ben Rhodes, who started out in the C main, spun Corbin Forrester to make it to the B main, is now leading in the A main. So Ben Rhodes been quite. Imagine if he won. That would just be the ultimate sausage for Ben Rhodes. And green flag back in the air once more. Alright, just how many clips we can get in this time. Take Falcon Man a lap down truck getting into these guys. Dane Smith, though, not giving up. He's gonna try to dive to the inside, and here comes Raphael Lassard, who is trying to save his season. There's scraping the wall, but no caution. Here comes Dane Smith, and Raphael Lassard is now a part of his battle for the lead, and we're in a... Oh, yep, we're in a caution again. Man, what is up with these truck drivers? They had a race to practice, and the specialist race went pretty well. This race, however, has just been a complete disaster. Yeah, here comes Austin Hill, who had to make it through the B main, or yeah, B main, blah 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 blah. Had to go off on this, and then just can't contain himself. Oh dear. So the caution is out once again. Oh well, let's see if Pokemon will be able to come around and get his lap back. Alright, well, so Ben Rhodes coming up pit road, Raphael started as well. Man, I don't know what's up with these cars, but this race has just been an absolute mess. Oh, maybe the specialization was a mess, and I just don't remember it that well. Either way, I didn't expect there to be this many crashes. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to go that far ahead. Well, Ross Shane back up here. Well, since he's already won a race in the Truck Series this year, but like I said, this season's been a disaster in the Seamless National Series, so maybe he can use this extra time to rebound. I just don't know what's up with these racers tonight. I wish they could stop crashing so I could stop talking about the same thing over and over again, but it's so weird. Okay, let's still not out. Sis Chastain is going to be in first. Ben Rhodes still up here, but Zane Smith not up here anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm running the exact same difficulty settings and stuff that I did for the Special Edition race, so I don't know what's different from this race to that race. Also, look at the two Plan B cell tracks next to each other, even though one of them is on the lead and the other is a lap down. So here we go again. And green flag is in the air once again at New Smyrna. So 40 laps to go. How many laps can we go this time? Alright, Chastain leads. We got some Ankrum trying to get into these guys. And Tyler Ankrum, who actually won the Special Edition race here, now leads. I was driving this black Leona car, which is a reference to when he won that race. So Ankrum, of course, winning that Special Edition race didn't mean anything, but Can't do it again. In a race, in the version of this race, that will actually mean something. Towards the championship. So we got more than one clean lap in, so that's nice. Oh, here comes Brandon. Not Brandon Jones. Ben Rhodes. Man, just imagine if he won. Here comes Ross Chastain. Oh, it gets a little bit skittish. So we're fun getting some laps in. Here comes Ian Grillo. Whoa! Ben Rhodes getting to the exit as well. It's like ankle gonna be shoved high. And Ben Rhodes back to the lead. Here comes Chastain. And here comes Christian Vargas as well. Now this is some good racing action. There's some beating and banging. Oh, Ben Rhodes gets loose. Christian Vargas not giving up though. Zane Smith coming back up to the field. Christian Vargas though with the lead for now in the top 3 in general. Staying close together. Tyler Ankrum getting out to first. Alright, finally we're getting a clean as Tyler Ankrum still leading with 30 laps to go. And John Chastain not backing down. Here comes Christian Vargas as well. Top 3 at the moment is pulled out to a pretty good distance on the rest of the field, but that's not really going to stop him from catching up, is it now? Maybe it will. And we're going to caution again. Well, at least we made it this far. So what happened this time? Oh. Oh, darn, Nemechek. Well then. Well, I made it this far in the race anyway. Wow. I now start freezing against the wall for some reason. What? Oh. Alright, so trying to avoid Johnny Nemechek. Johnny Nemechek disappears just in time for Stuart Friesen to miss that. Wow. Well, I gotta compliment the field for making this many amount of clean laps, but it was only gonna last so long. But this race, it looks like it's gonna go all the way to the checkered flag. Although, here's still been the Siemens National Series race is a lot more cleaner than this. So on that note, who's gonna come up the road first? Looks like gonna be Sheldon Creed and these guys. Right. I was actually still on the racetrack. For now. This is everyone. So the field is shrinking in size. which at least will prevent less crashes. Oh, whoops. Hey, you see the fast lap? Here you go, just about that. That's pretty handy dandy ticker. So, Sheldon Creed is up here now. Sheldon Creed, who's also has had a very good season, is now up here in first. And I'm speaking accent fluently. This happens when I talk so much, I just become fishy after a while. So I can't actually tell who's going to be where. Okay, well, we're going to find out now. Okay. This will actually tell us how many cars are or trucks are on the lead lap now. So 4 of them have come down to there. 13 trucks in the lead lap. Okay, then. So, we have about 22 laps to go. So Sheldon Creed leads. And the field, now let's close up, they should be racing. So green flag is back underway, and it's New Smyrna. And I think they're wrecking already. But Sheldon Creed getting out to a flying start. No caution. No caution. Let's actually look at that lap again. So Sheldon Creed out in front. She's pretty though, a lap down truck. Trying to get his lap back, but that's provided as a caution. Oh, she's pretty getting a little bit dicey. That's if you can try to tie. That's like gonna allow Christopher Perkins to go all the way to the bottom lane. Oh, he's getting pinched, and we're out again. Well, at least Chase probably got his lap back. So hey. So what brought out this caution? Oh my, okay. That's a very big pile up. Wow. The field just can't contain their own excitement. I mean, watch this. Well, Zane's been on top of Tom Jeski, and 2 or 3 is now upside down. Sonny started with a blown engine. And, also getting a piece of the action as well. I mean, look at this. Okay. Let's wait for the end of a few days. Hey, no, Chase Perkins back on the lead lap. That's a bonus for him. So, hey, we're getting there though. So let's fast forward a little bit. Who comes on pit road or who doesn't? Whoops. So we're not too many laps left in this race now. Oh, they're coming up pit road. I've already went down pit road. And that's it. So this is... We're getting down to about less than 10 trucks. I don't really like to see that many trucks get eliminated, but considering how chaotic this race has been, at least we'll have less cautions now. Oh well. And even if you still crash, depending on where you finish, it can still be a good day. Okay, so I should be going out this time by. And lights out. So here we go. Tate Fogelman, the only truck now who's lapped down. And Chase Purdy, who was lapped down, is now in 10th. So now the field has been reduced to this size. Let's see how many more laps we can go. We're going to have 16 laps to go this time by. Oh, it's actually Jalil coming up here now. And green flag is back in the air. Christian Vargas out in front. And would have been a very crash-filled race. The field getting very excited as... Okay. Like you're looking, let's go into a safe spot. And Sheldon Creed not backing down either. 15 laps to go. Sheldon Creed trying to get past around Christian Vargas for that lead. And here he goes. Christian Vargas, the lead at New Smyrna. Tyler Ankrum, who's been up front most of the night, or at least some of the night anyway. Now trying to get back up to the field. And here he comes. Ankrum passes Sheldon Creed. Tate Fogelman, who's a lap... No, he's not a lap down. This is for position. Okay. Tate Fogelman trying to get that W. Tate Fogelman driving for the Young Motorsports number 02 truck. After what's been a crazy race, he's trying to get something out of this one. Oh, here comes Christian Vargas as well, trying to get up here. Ooh, it's tight. But Tate Fogelman not giving up. But neither Christian Vargas are most of the field. They're going wild now. It's getting very dangerous, but this is for the race win. So you can't really blame them now. Here comes Ben Rose trying to shove it in deep. All three of the trucks make it. He's trying to make it almost 4 wide. He's ready for the start trying to get all these guys. And here comes Ben Rhodes now up to first. Rafael Lassard up here as well. This is the race now. And Rafael Lassard trying to get up to the lead. I keep seeing a truck on the inside lane thinking it's a caution, but no. Okay, just think positive thoughts. Rafael Lassard now on first. Tyler Ankrum not giving up. And Ankrum still trying to complete that pass. And Tyler Ankrum will lead this lap. Man, are we really about to witness repeated history as the field behind him screws around. Sheldon Creed, though, keeping up. And Tate Fogelman not giving up either. Tate Fogelman, an underdog driver in this series, running amazingly well in this race. He's now side by side with Sheldon Creed. And he passes him. 5 laps to go. Tyler Ankrum has the lead, but the rest field isn't backing down. I've said that so many times tonight now. Ooh, Tate Fogelman. Now under fire from Ben Rhodes. 4 laps to go. Ben Rhodes is not giving up either. He's worked his rear end off tonight. And he wants to come home in succession. 3 laps to go. Ben Rhodes continuing to make his way around Tate Fogelman, but he's got to speed up. He's still going to get past not Tate Fogelman. Well, he is getting past Tate Fogelman, but then he gets to get past Tyler Ankrum. This is going to be an amazing day for Tate Fogelman, though. 2 laps to go. This is it. It's come down to this. Tyler Ankrum trying to repeat history, but Ben Rhodes not giving up. Here we go. White flag. 1 more lap to go. 1 more lap in the race. The field going nuts. And Tate Fogelman going all the way to the bottom lane. It's gonna go all the way to start finish line. 3 wide for lead of turn number 4. It's gonna come down to the wire, and Ben Rhodes will win the VP Racing Fuels 200 in a 3 wide battle for the win. Tyler Ankrum tried so far, still comes home with a 3rd place though, not bad. But Ben Rhodes, who has had quite the night, is the champion of tonight. He has won it. He has done everything he needs to do. Even if you don't like Ben Rhodes, you have to respect the effort that he's had to put up tonight. Even though he had to spin out an underdog driver to do it for absolutely no reason. He does it. I think he started on the C main, then he came through the B main, and he was there at the end of the day at the A main, the VP Racing Fuels 200, and he's done it. Wow. What is a crash-filled race. I will admit this race was a bit of a mess, but those last laps, though, you gotta give it there. Those laps last for the race win was amazing. Like, ever since the final restart, that was what made this race complete. And Ben Rhodes, who messed up in the heat race, came through in the C main, came through in the B main, and he's won it. It just goes to show that even if you're at the lowest of the lowest, you can still get back up to the highest of highs. And that is what Ben Rhodes has done tonight. So Ben Rhodes, you wonder what Tate Bogman would come in 2nd, Tyler Ankrum 3rd, Christian Vargas 4th, Sheldon Creed 5th, Rev Lazard 6th, Todd Gillen 7th, Ross Sustain 8th, Chase Pretty 9th, Austin Hill 10th, Austin Wayne Self 11th, Spencer Boyd 12th, Zachary 13th, Johnny Stoddard 14th, Tanner Gray 15th, Zane Smith 16th, Stuart Friesen 17th, Tommy Majeski 18th, John Anderson 19th, Bird Moffat 20th, Isaac Norton 21st, Spencer David 22nd, Logan Cole 23rd, and Paul Jackson 24th, rounding out the field. So, in a moment, though, we're going to look at the finishing the finish of that race, up close and personal. You know, just as a bit of a, that was just absolutely amazing. But, with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And, we still got to do this 2 more times over, by the way. Like, tomorrow, we got the Senior Masters race, and then the Cup race on Sunday. So, that is going to be something. I say Sunday, I'm not sure what day, whatever. That is going to be something quite interesting. I don't even know how those races are going to go, but hey, we're going to find out. So, with that being said, I will see you in whatever I make next.